Hi everyone, praise God, praise God, praise God. Yes, my name is Pastor King and welcome to today's class, Online Media Academy or MA. I'm glad to be here with you today and I know that you are excited as well to be in today's class. Now, before you do anything further, please make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel because we are live on YouTube. So make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel here, where you are on. Just tap on the subscribe button and subscribe, and then turn the notification bell on, and not just on but on for all. The reason why we turn notification bells on for all is so that every single time there is a new upload on that YouTube channel, you are notified on your YouTube platform. Yes, so make sure that you turn the notification bell on for all. Then like the video, come on, like, and then leave a comment in the comment section below. Now I would love to know your name, which church you are from, and where you're watching from. Just indicate that in that chat. So and so from this church and I'm watching from this place. I would love to know that. And then if you have a friend, a brother, a sister, someone you know that, hey, this person needs to be part of this, or they would be interested to be part of this, kindly share the link with them so that they are able to join us or catch up with what we are going to learn today. So before we get into what we are going to learn today, before we dive in, I'd love us to just take a moment and pray and talk to the Lord. So if you can speak in other tongues, you can go ahead and speak in other tongues. But I just want you to draw your mind, your spirit, and connect to whatever we're going to share today. Father, in the name of Jesus, we give you praise, we give you glory. Masute liga gazugata ejikata liga brazonte la suprekeja ligrazonta kraidos egradeja lanta kiskelemanta o sataka baliga basonte kelebalaki la bazukata liga bazonte o shataka bae legeta liga bazonta klaeros kilamante ezugrata lagus kilamando sekraida glados kilamanta. Father, we give you praise, we give you glory. We thank you for your wisdom is operative in us. We thank you for light and understanding has come to us, even as we study, even as we share, even as we get to learn more about content creation for gospel influence. We give you praise, we give you glory in Jesus' mighty name. And you say amen. Okay, so previously last week, I shared a video which was talking about content creation for gospel influence. I don't know if you watched it. If you haven't yet watched it, I would request you to take time after today's class, after this broadcast, kindly take time and go back and watch that video because it's necessary and important for you to know, why do I need to create content? Like, how is it going to benefit me? Or what's the value of me being a part of the move of creating content for gospel influence? So that video will be able to answer some of those questions, and I'm sure it will give you clarity or direction on what actions you need to take as a person, as an individual, because remember, you are an ambassador of Christ, you're an ambassador of your church. So I would be glad to receive some responses in regards to that. So make sure that you take time to watch that. So today, amidst the different content creation types or content types or content forms, in the previous video I gave a hint on some of the content types, of which we have audio, we have video content, we have written content, we have graphical content, we have visuals like photos, so we have different forms or types of content. And today we are majorly going to focus on graphical content. Yes, graphics. I know sometimes when you hear the word graphics, personally I must say that when I joined media, or when I started learning media, or when I got into media ministry, now practicing media ministry, I really never liked graphics. Just the thought of graphics, my leaders would tell me, I've learned graphics, but it was something that I never got to embrace because I felt like I would flow more with video or audio because I loved talking. That was something that I enjoyed doing. So I would imagine myself sitting in front of the camera and speaking and talking. But I never imagined myself sitting down, designing something and all that. But when you continue to grow and walk this journey, you get to discover that all these types of content, somewhere, somehow, if you're a content creator, you would need to learn them. It's important for you to learn them or to know at least the basics of them. So we're not going to look at either Adobe Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator or InDesign. We're not going to look at those, the Adobe suite softwares and all that. We're going to just look at one of the free. I would say it is free, though it does have a cost implication on it. But I want us to look at Canva. I got to first see about Canva in 2020. That was during lockdown. Lockdown made us to learn things. It made us to discover things. It made us to test things. So I got to discover Canva during lockdown. I was watching, that time I was really studying and watching a lot of videos, and there was this particular YouTuber who was majorly sharing about production tips, how to do YouTube videos and all that, and she shared that she was actually using Canva to do her YouTube thumbnails. And when I would look at her YouTube thumbnails, I liked them. I appreciated her thumbnails. In my mind, I never thought that she was using Canva to design those thumbnails. So when I got to discover about Canva, of course, I had an adventure, with Canva. And I must say that Canva is a graphics design online tool. It works with internet, so you need data for you to be able to use Canva. So as long as you have data, you can just, you need to create an account and, dive in on Canva, and you can do a lot of things with it. So what does Canva have to offer? Because someone may say, okay, why do I need to get on Canva? Yes, it is an online graphics design tool. So how is it going to benefit me? What do they have? So Canva actually does have templates that you can use, social media templates, social media designs. For example, you've seen Instagram stories, so it has templates for Instagram stories, Facebook banners, Facebook posts, Instagram posts, X posts, X the former Twitter. Yes, so these different social media platforms, you find that Canva gives you templates in case you want to post something or create a post for a particular social media platform. So it does have those social media design templates. Then it also has website templates. If you want to do your learning website design or you want to understand the concept, basics without coding. It does have those templates. It has presentational templates. Maybe you want to do a slide, you have a presentation you want to make, and it is pictorial, it's visual enough. It does have that. It also actually has provisions of doing a CV, a resume. Maybe you have a CV you need to do, just get a template from there and edit it, put in your info, and you're good to go. So it has a number of things, number of things, headed papers, an invoice, all those different kinds of documents it does have. And also it does have marketing templates for advertising, for example, brochures, flyers, posters, it does have magazines, newsletters. So all those templates are actually available on Canva. So Canva gives you templates that you can actually just, edit and customize them to what you want for yourself. And also you can open up your own projects. It's possible, or it does have a provision for you to design something from scratch, to create something from scratch. But as I've said, it has templates which you can as well just edit in case you don't want to do something from scratch. You just want to, use a template, customize it, put in your data and information, and you'll be good to go. Yes, so that is basically, actually, aside from that, Canva it has, let me say, an opportunity for you to collaborate. Let me say, maybe you're a group of 5 people and you have your projects, you want to do your designs, maybe for your group or for your church. You can all use one particular Canva account, and you're all linked in, and you can just keep updating stuff and do whatever you want to do. So it has a provision for you to collaborate, in real time collaboration. Remember, it's an online tool, so also things save, your projects save themselves automatically. You don't need to first press save as, you get it? So the templates, your projects can save automatically in Canva. So why Canva? Of course, with some of the things I've shared already, you have a picture of why. Some people may say that, actually, if I can just learn Canva, I'll save a lot of time. So why Canva, or what are some of the key advantages of Canva? Canva is user-friendly. There are some platforms which also do graphics design. You can do some designs online, but Canva is so user-friendly. Anyone can use Canva. First of all, you can download the Canva app on your phone. So if I have a smartphone, I can have the app on my phone. I can have the app on my computer. I can use it on a browser. So if whatever I do with my phone, if I'm logged in, I have my account in the phone, the app on the phone, whatever I do from the phone, I can still see it or access it on a laptop or in the browser, So it's so user-friendly. Even just the interface, the way everything is like, it is user-friendly. Trust me, by the end of today's class, if you've never used Canva, today you'll be able to design something with Canva. Trust me on that. And then secondly, it has diverse kinds of templates, not just one template or 5 templates or 10. Every time people are designing, there are creators who actually design these templates, because now it has given opportunity to people who do design. They can create those templates, they upload them, and then for you who is new to the system, you don't know how to design, you use their templates, customize them to what you want, and there you go. So it has a wide variety of templates that you can use. For example, you want maybe to have a birthday design, you want to celebrate, maybe you have 10 people you want to celebrate, you can have a different design for each one of them. So it has a wide variety. The advantage with Canva is that you can actually customize the templates or the designs to suit what you want. For example, you can put in your logo, you can put in your fonts, your colors. You can just change everything to suit your brand. So it's possible for you to customize. The other advantage is that it has a free version, as I said earlier. So if you don't plan to put in money, you can choose to use the free templates. But there are better templates. Of course, when someone may say, okay, if I can access the free templates, why then do I need to pay, to subscribe or pay for that subscription? Now, of course, where there is subscription, definitely the templates are more, the designs are more legit, or they are more attractive, or they are more appealing. They have a better touch of excellence compared to the free, because the free are, not that they are bad, they are good, but the other ones that subscribed for, or the ones you have to pay for, are more advanced, or they're better looking, and also it gives you a more range to do more with those. So, and the price is really not that expensive. It's quite affordable. Yes, it is affordable. Yes, it is really affordable. So those are just a few key advantages of Canva. So why then, or someone you may need to understand, or you're asking yourself, okay, now fine, it does all that, so why should I really get to use Canva? Now, as I said, Canva is easy to use. It is really very easy to use. That's why I said by the end of this class, you are going to do something. You will design today. Today, you will design something. You're going to design something, And then, as I also said, it is time saving. Why? Because something that will take me to, if I'm designing something from scratch, I have to really think and come up with a concept and then put these things together, that and that. It's like building a house. But here I am, it's already a well-furnished house. All I need to do is to just change the interior design, decoration and everything. So it's time saving, because you're going to just get these templates and just customize them to what you want. And if you need a quote within 2 minutes, as long as you have a template, all you just need to do, put in your info and, just adjust everything quick, and you are good to go. That's why it is time saving. The other reason why you need to choose Canva, or why you need to use Canva, is because of its versatility. It is so open to various kinds of things you would want to design. Is it a resume, as I say? Is it a post? Is it a quote? Is it a birthday design? Is it a flyer? Is it a what? Is it an invitation card? Is it a movie premiere card design? So it has lots of various things that you can do with it. So it is really open to a lot that you can do with it. That's why I would so much recommend Canva if you're not using any of those softwares, and especially if you are a content creator and you're building a personal brand, and maybe you are working at a low budget or zero budget. Yes, I would really recommend Canva because it will help you to grow, or it will lay at least a foundation for you. That's why I would recommend Canva. Now, someone else may ask a question. Are your ears open? Okay, who, like this Canva here, who is it for? Like, who can benefit from it? Definitely you, a content creator, a personal brand, you can benefit from Canva because now let's say, for example, you have your YouTube channel, and on your YouTube channel, you're recording your videos. In your videos, you will need thumbnails. You will need a YouTube banner. Now, these YouTube banner templates are there on Canva. Thumbnail design templates are there on Canva. All you need to do is to have your information at the title of your video, the details that you want that are supposed to be on the thumbnail, and then you just go and, customize them to what fits your brand or what fits you or what you desire. And before you know it, you are good to go. Your videos have thumbnails. You're not just having YouTube videos which are just there. We just see pictures. You don't know what the title is. So as you maybe your focus is on YouTube, you want to grow your YouTube channel, Canva will help you with those thumbnails. Even the different social media platforms, for example, Instagram, all the kind of content that you plan to create. You plan to create quotes, tip of the day. You want to do simple flyers. Maybe you want to advertise your products or something, So those templates will really help you a lot. And it is very important for you to have some nice content on your platforms, and which better place to start from than Canva. Yeah. So who else? As I said, you are the first beneficiary to Canva. And then maybe if your church does not have graphics designers, people who are daily creating content, graphical content, and maybe you're just starting, or you want to at least have something simple, things coming in on time. Remember, with Canva, it's time saving. So instead a design which would take 2 weeks, it can come out even in an hour or 2 hours, or even less. So your church will benefit from it. Then if you have a business, your business will benefit from it. If you work for an NGO, they'll benefit from it, because each of these are creating content or need content or have an online presence, and you do need content to have or to feed on those platforms. So Canva is going to really benefit you as a person, as your church, as your business, the NGO, wherever, like whatever you're doing, Canva will be able to help. Let me just tell you a story. There's someone I know who got to learn how to use Canva. And some people made money with Canva. Let me say this. There's someone who once said that as long as you know something, know that you can teach someone. Because there is someone who doesn't know what you know. Meaning, at whichever level you are at, there is something you know that someone else does not know that they may need from you. You can literally use Canva to make money out of it, especially if you're serious or determined about it. You can master Canva very well, like very, very well, to the core, to the deep, to the brim, and start a business with it. You design things for people with it and charge them accordingly. So that is back to you to make a choice, especially if you decide to give it attention and focus on it. I'm not giving Canva attention, but I know of people who have given it attention. Now, there is someone who people would ask her to design for them birthday designs because they wanted to celebrate their beloved ones with a design. And she was charging them 10K in UGX, but in dollars, or let me say in pounds, in dollars, I would say it is like $3 or 2 point something dollars. In pounds, it should be like £2 or 2 point something. Yes, so she was charging them that. Very, very, very simple designs. And it wouldn't even take an hour or even a few minutes. So there is a lot that you can maximize with Canva for yourself, for your church, for your business. You can do a lot with Canva. So then, how can I get started? Someone may be saying, now that you have said there is a monetary value in it, I can actually maximize Canva, to get cash, to get dollars. So how then should I get started? Where do I start from? First and foremost, you need to create an account. Yes, create an account. Now, as I said earlier, Canva can be downloaded on your smartphone. You can just go to your Google Play Store or your Apple Play Store and download the Canva app. Have it on your phone, and once you have it on your phone, go ahead and sign up. Now, I've left a link in the description below. If you really need a practical way on how to create an account or how to sign up with Canva, there is a link in the description below to that video, because I created the video on that before, so I'll not go into that again. And also there is also a link in the description below on the different how should I call them, the different parts of Canva or the different segments in Canva, the templates, the projects, those different things in Canva. Yes, there is a video that I created. You'll find the link in the description below. So now I want us to actually design something in Canva together. Yes, I would love to take us through on how to just do a simple quote, how to design a quote in Canva with different possible quote templates. So I'm going to take you through that. So make sure that you keep your eyes focused. If you have another gadget that you're watching from, you can use another gadget to actually do as we are doing, so that you're following through. So make sure that you do not change the dial. Stay tuned. Keep watching. Take notes. And make sure that you are following through. Okay, guys, so I am in my Google Chrome browser, and you can just see the applications that I usually use, or the sites that I go to, and Canva is one of them. That's why it's appearing in my, among the pinned search engines. I mean, among the pinned platforms that I go to. Now, if you've watched the previous some of the videos that I recorded previously for Canva, how to create an account, how to navigate through the different platforms, which I'm not going to go into right now. So I recommend that you watch those videos for you to be able to catch up with how to create an account on Canva and how to navigate through the different things in Canva. So I'm going to open my Canva. On opening my Canva, remember the goal is to design three different styles of quotes. So I'm going to come here and type in my search engine, let's say quotes. First of all, you need to know what kind of quotes do you want. Now, if I just say quotes, they'll bring me different designs of quotes. All these are designs of quotes. Scrolling through, you can see different designs. Now, the ones which have this pro, you can't edit them, they are customized. Let me just give an example. Now, like if I tab, I say use this template, this template contains paid elements. So if I say still use this template, they will tell me to pay. Let's say try it for free. They will ask you to, put in your credit card accounts and all that. And you can see it says US $15. Which I don't plan to do. So I'm going to just scroll back behind and look for a quote that I want. Now, it's important for you to first of all know what quotes you want or what quotes you have for design. So I majorly have three quotes that I want to design. Let's say I'll just use my Google Docs to have my quotes listed somewhere, so that it's easy for me to know the quotes that I want. So by the time you're going to design, you need to have those quotes in mind. So one is you become rich with your giving. So whatever you eat cannot multiply. Three, you can't build anything with dishonorable people then maybe 4. Or you, oh sorry, you cannot lead beyond who you are. Then maybe I have the people who shared this so that it's easier for me to know whose picture do I need, yeah? In case I'm going to use pictures though, some quotes will need you to use pictures. So let us say these are the quotes that I have. So when I come back to my design, my Canva, first of all, I have a quote that says, you become rich with your giving. That means I need a quote that, communicates money, something money-like. So I may just choose and say, let me go back to my heading and maybe adjust the title to money quotes. And we see. So I think you can see this is not nice. Okay, I think you can see this. Okay, so I think you can see these different. The other templates really are not nice. Okay, to me they are not nice. To another they might just be the best, but to me they are quite not interesting. So when I move through all here, I'm here to get something really that can work for me. So I may just say, okay, let me maybe tap this. When I tap this design is not bad, but it is really not attractive either. So, okay, so I'm going to choose 2 templates from here. I'm going to use this very one and customize. So when you select a particular template that you want, you click customize this template. When you click customize, they will open the template for you. And then on the template, I have to change the quote because already I have what I want to put there. So here, my quotes, remember my quotes are here. I want to use, you become rich with your giving. So I'm going to just copy this and come back here and paste it here. So you see when I pasted, the words are long, so there's a way it's looking. But then when you look at this, it has side views that you can adjust. These marks on the sides. Then I'll just highlight it and maybe reduce the size. Remember, you have to customize this to fit what you want or what you have in mind. Yeah. So you become rich with your giving. So do I like the font? That's why it's good for you to know what are your fonts. So if my fonts are more of Montserrat, you will see that I'll have to adjust the font. And then, do I like it the way it is? Maybe I don't like the spacings. So when you tap on that particular text that you need to edit, when you click on it, they bring you options of font. You can change the font, whatever font that is your font. And then you can change the font size. You can either increase it or you can decrease it. And then you can change the color of the font, to what works better for you. And then you can also make it unbolden or bolden it. Then you can make it italic or, then you can underline it if you want. Then you can align it either left alignment, right alignment, or center. You see, you can make it a list. think you can see that. Then the spacing. Now spacing looks at the words, the distance between, should I say the headrow? I'll call it headrow. That line space, eh? Then there is the letter spacing in between just the words. I think you can see. So I can have them squeezed like that, or I can put them in a way that, this is better for me. So let us say that is better for me. And then the line space, maybe I'll just make it a little bit. So if I'm okay with that, here transparency is about the opacity. I think you can see. When you increase it to 100, you have everything bold. You can make it a bit light. So that's about transparency. So you can explore all these other items in Canva and see what they do. So I've put my quote there. Maybe I want this to maintain black. I don't want to really complicate with a number of colors. Okay. Let me work with that. So you become rich with your giving. Then here, maybe here I will maybe adjust this to this side, and maybe I'll put the name of the person who quoted it, which is my dear Apostle Geoffrey. Okay. So the fonts, it's also not good for you to have very many different fonts, using so many different fonts. Yeah, it's good for you to have maximize your font. How should I say? The fonts of your church or your personal brand fonts. So it's not that every font I'll just keep changing fonts. Of course, we shall get some materials that talk more about those things, those principles. Yeah, so here I'm having this, you become rich with your giving, Apostle Geoffrey, and then I'm going to just change the site and put my sites. So this is the site. Okay, do I like other things? Am I okay with the color, the blue? I think I'm okay with this. So I'll just have this. And then this is my first code. So here I'll name my folder. Maybe I'll call it money quotes Apostle. Okay. So this is my first quote. And then if I want another, I can just add page, especially if they're about the same thing. I just click add a page and then come to designs. Now, if you're using a phone, it may be a bit interesting to do it this way. If you're using a computer, this is easy to see, or it's easy to navigate through. Remember, phone, that device is small and you're trying to view everything from there. Okay, so I'm going to look for another design, still in regards to the same thing about money. So I have to look for another template. Okay, so I'm coming back here and I'm going to just write money quotes. Or let's say quotes money. Quotes money. Because I want something else, something. So I've used this, but I'm looking for, okay, let's say I'm going to pick this. So on this, I think you can see. So still with this, I do the same thing. Tap on what I need to edit, adjust. So here I'm going to still put a website domain name. Okay. Then here I'm going to change to the font that I want, of which, as I said, my quotes, I have my quotes here. So I'm going to put this, whatever you eat cannot multiply. Okay, so adjust there. Now you see, if I leave this size the way it is sincerely, it will not communicate what I want to communicate. So I'll have to adjust this font size to something readable, something that can be felt. I may also choose to change the font style to Montserrat. I love Montserrat. I really do love Monster Art. So on Monster Art, I'll choose bold. Even I can do extra bold for purposes of emphasis. Then I can reduce on this line gap between. And then I may just remove this and say all I want is this. Whatever you eat cannot multiply. See that? Okay, so maybe I like it that way. And then I need, so if let's say you want to just add in a text and it's not something that is here, for example, I want to put in the name, Apostle Geoffrey, but I may not be able to, I don't want to remove this, I want to maintain this and there is no text. So I can just come here and select text and choose just add a text box and it will add. Then I drag it to where I want it to be, adjust the size to what I want, move the bold and then write. So maybe still reduce the size. Guess you can see that. So this is my quote. Do you like it? So this is my second quote. So this is my quote number 1. This is my quote number 2. So I need quote number 3 and I'll be done. So whatever you eat cannot multiply. So these ones, you find that these ones are more of text. I don't need photos, images. So I'm going to come back here, back behind the way I started and look for other quotes. But this time around, I want to use a quote which has photos or has a provision for photos. Not like you see this, but this cannot be adjusted. So I'm going to choose something that has photos. So I'm looking for a design which does have a photo, something nice, something beautiful, something that, yeah, something that I can. This would be nice, but it's not good for the quote that I want or for what I would want to communicate. Okay, so all these really, I'm here to see something that would work for me really, 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 really. Really, 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 really. Okay, okay. Wow. So I'm literally scrolling down and I'm here to find options of what would work well for me. So I'm going to try out something. Quotes with images. It was now what time image. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just use this. I'm going to just use this. So when you every design you tap on, they literally bring you other designs that somehow are a bit related. They bring you other designs which are a bit related. For example, there are very many. Yeah, so I tapped on this and I'm going to try this. You see, every quote that I tap, they keep bringing me others they'll even repeat. So you can even design testimonials of the members of your church. All you need is to just get their testimony and the picture. So let us say I'm going to customize this. And then I'm going to change the photo. Okay, let me first change the quote. So the quote I'm going to use this one. You cannot lead beyond who you are. And then I'll come and paste it here. Okay. Then here, come back to that. Let me change the photo. The photo, I want to use this. This is highly esteemed Pastor Sarah. my pastor. Then maybe I want to change this color. Maybe I want something that is close to her dress, or the colors on her background. Then maybe I may change this. I may change this. Maybe this. You cannot leave beyond who you are. Maybe I'll remove this and then edit this. Change the font for this. Remember my fonts, I'm majorly so much using this. Maybe just increase it a bit, then have it center aligned. Or I can take it back to its alignment, side alignment, and then maybe reduce this a bit, and then also reduce this a bit. That doesn't swallow her all up. But you see, this color blend is quite interesting, really. So I'm going to, if I change to this, and then I change this to the purple, I think that would be better, right? So all this comes back, all this comes back to what is really working, what is really, really working, what is working. Then I may need to add a text box, bring it down here, reduce on the font size, remove the bold, just put Pastor Sir Pin. No. So I have my there. And then if you have a logo, you come to your uploads and upload the logo if you don't have it already in your database. But if you have it, you just type in logo and search, and it'll bring you your logos. So I can have this here. See? So still, if I want to change this color, somehow I just feel I might feel the color. Maybe let me go with this. And then maybe either I maintain this or I also change it to maybe this. Okay, so let us say this is what I'm working with. So this is my quote, another quote. So let us say this one, I'll name it Pastor Sarah Quotes. Hope you can see what I'm doing, and I'm going a bit fast. So maybe I need another design. This is what I had earlier. So let us say I'm going to use this. With this, I need to change the photo, maybe this time round. I'm going to, okay, let me pick my last quote. I'm going to use this. You can't build anything with these honorable people. So, do that. Can't build anything with these honorable people. Then tap on the image and look for a photo. So let us say I need a photo of Pastor Geoffrey. So whatever I'm using, I need to have all the information in my database. So let us say I'm going to use this. So I think you can see, you can just see what is happening here. This is what is happening right here. So even the images, you can adjust them. You just double click on it and then use these corners to adjust, you see? So I've adjusted my image, and there we are. Maybe I don't want these flowers. Can maybe just bring them a bit down or totally remove them. It really comes back to you. It really does come back to you. So do you really need them? So you can't do anything with this honorable people. Maybe I need to reduce this if it's the word dishonorable. Okay, so let us say this is my font. I'm not going to change the font. I like it the way it is. I want to just come back to text, add a text box because I need to put the name. So I'm going to edit. So you can see that. So I have that, and then I can have my font come back to upload. I mean my logo. Tap on the logo, and so whatever you want to be there, whether they're photos, images, you really have to import them. This flower doesn't look nice for me. Let me remove it. Feel even this, it is well. Oh, really, it is not that good for me, but yeah. So this is another quote. Wow. So I'm going to do one final one. Yes, one final quote, and then we are good to go. So I'm just doing this apostle quotes. Okay, so when you're done designing what you want, you just click share and say download. If you're using a computer, if you're using your mobile phone, you just need to download and they'll save straight in your phone. You'll even see it loading. So on computer, you go to your download. So I have this quote. I have this quote as well. So I'm going to download them. Okay. I didn't download this. Let me download them. What we can actually create with Canva. So here, when you're using a PC, if you're to download all at once, they will come as a zip file, which you'll have to extract on your computer. But if I want to download one, I just tap and say download. And then on pages, I select I want current page. Okay, say download. Okay, and then maybe I want this. Come and say, then click, and then say current page, download. So this is it with some of the quotes I've made. So if in a week I need like 5 quotes, that means every day I have a quotes. So once you're done, if you're designing anything for your church, please make sure that you first submit it in for approval before you post, because it's good for your pastor to have, for you to post something that has a stamp from your leader or your pastor. Otherwise, that is it for today. Okay, so I hope you were able to follow through up to the end, because that is the simplest way on how you can design a quote in Canva. So I'm going to leave us an assignment or an assessment. You're going to pick out 3 quotes. Of course, before you design a quote, you need to have the quote itself, like the message that you're going to put in the quote template. So you're going to pick 3 nuggets from the teachings of your man of God, and then use that template, choose templates of your choice, and design and come up with 3 quotes. Yeah, 3 quotes, just as we have gone through the whole process. Design something, design those 3, and then share them on our WhatsApp community. Now, if you're watching and you're not part of our WhatsApp community, there is a link in the description below that will help you to join our community on WhatsApp, because that's where we keep sharing, our assessments, our progresses, what we are doing with what we are learning. Because here, we're not here just to learn, we're here to learn and to apply, because we expect to see progress in all our endeavors. That is it basically with today's class. So once again, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe. If you have not liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not turned the notification bell on for all, please turn the notification bell on for all. And I would love you to leave another comment. Yeah, because at the beginning I told you, let us know your name, the church you're from, and where you're watching from. Now, I want you to leave a comment in the comment section below of what you have learned and what you are going to do with what you have learned. Of course, I've given us an assignment of designing 3 quotes from the teachings of your man of God, but I want you to also have an action point. What are you going to do? What is that thing that, aside from the quotes, what are you going to design, or what are you going to do? Yes, I would love you to leave that in the comment section. And then if you have a question or a proposal on what we should look at in the next class, or what you feel that you would love to learn, please leave that also in the comment section below. Otherwise, I remain Pastor King, Online Media Academy. Stay blessed and enjoy the rest of your day. Shalom, shalom. Love you.